What is happening, y'all boys? It's a beautiful day. You can see weather is beautiful out today. You know, hurricane just passed, and as usual, there is always beautiful weather after a hurricane passes. So, you know, thank God me and Jenny are good. And yeah, let's get right to this banger. I wanted to just drop this video and basically go over my tune and tell you guys if I think it's worth it, and you know, the things that I got from getting this tune, the ups and downs about it, and generally how it sounds and what type of power you should be expecting to produce. So I'm gonna throw some clips of me in this video, kind of POV driving, right? I don't have an exact mount or nothing. Planning on purchasing one. So once I purchase that, I'll get you guys some POV driving. But it's a little clip. It's a few clips, and you get to, you know, watch me drive, hear the tune in action, all that good stuff. But right now I'm just cruising. The window's fully down. Car sounds pretty good as usual. And yeah, I'm just gonna talk about numbers and whatnot when I get to our usual filming spot, and we'll pick up the camera when we get there. And that I will catch y'all boys over there. Alright boys, I hope you guys enjoyed that POV driving. Again, I'm gonna try and get a POV mount soon. Just been lacking and haven't put in the order. But we'll get that soon. If you guys want to see some POV driving, let me know in the comments. I really do want to know what you guys want to see more. You know, some different content, of course. Other than that, I'm gonna talk about all the pros and cons of this tune. And right now I'm gonna get you guys some rev clips. So let me set up the camera and I will get those rev clips for y'all. Alright boys, so those were the rev clips. I hope y'all boys enjoy those rev clips. I think the car sounds pretty good. It's toned but not too quiet. It's just got a good tone to it, and when I drive it's loud enough, but I don't have too much drone. Current ride height, as y'all can see. Some fresh kicks fit me right here, you know. Not slammed on my nuts, but not monster truck either. I think this is a great ride height. But let's talk about pro number one. So since I do have a catalyst downpipe, the check engine light was taken away after I got the Go Tune from Alpha Speed. However, I do want to I do have a check engine now, but that is not because of the catalyst downpipe. It's actually because I have a low temp thermostat, and that low temp thermostat called the check engine light, And I can clear it out, but the only problem is every time I clear it out, I have to let the car warm up for at least 2 minutes before I can even drive, which is sometimes too much time. So if I drive even before that, it'll basically throw up the check engine. But no, nothing's the matter with the car, and that's not because of the callus downpipe. So yes, the tune did get rid of the check engine. It also is like basically like a flash tune, right? You need to be full bolt-on to get it, so that includes an intake, or at least a drop-in filter minimum, callus downpipe, and they recommend some type of exhaust or straight pipe so you can get some better backflow pressure, I believe, is what they were saying. But I do have an intake, a blow-off valve, and a full 3-inch exhaust with a callus downpipe. If you guys want to see that video, check out one of my other videos. I've got 2 modelless videos, so check out one of those, and you'll see the exact mods that I do have. That way you guys can follow what I did, and you can expect some of the same power that I did, and same sound, of course. So with the Go tune from Alpha Speed, which is, to my knowledge, basically the only tune for the Genesis Coupe. Unfortunately, it's not a map or anything like that. Like, you can switch between maps. It's basically one. So either go show tune, Go tune, or custom. I was gonna go custom, but I decided not to because the tuner didn't really recommend it, and I was like, why am I gonna drop the extra money if the tuner's not recommending it? So I went with the Go tune. So like I was saying, the Go tune doesn't, of course, increase power. It gives you pops and bangs, and it clears basically any codes that are due to performance mods. In order to do it, you need to go full bolt-on. You need to do a spark plug change, and I believe that's about it. That ran me around like $550, I think. They used to be $450 for the Go tune, but of course tuners raised their price because everything inflation. So you know, it's gonna run you probably between $550 to $650 depending on where you're tuned at. But I will say that I was told, now I have not been dynoed, so don't quote me on these numbers, but on the 2.0 full bolt-on setup automatics, you should be making between 290 to 300 on the high end wheel horsepower. Now your manual, you can be making between 300 to 310 because manuals are a little quicker. Don't know why. I'm not a Genesis Coupe expert, so I really couldn't tell you why. But that being said, I do think the Go tune is worth it. Number one, throttle is way more responsive. You give it some gas and you're actually moving somewhere, you know. The turbo spew is a lot faster, a lot louder, and the car overall feels quicker. Pops and bangs, those are my favorite thing about this tune. Very fun. I love pops and bangs. If you love Beamers, and you love pops and bangs on the Genesis, they sound really good as well, and you're gonna love them. Honestly, driving this car in manual mode is really fun. After getting tuned, I started sliding the car. Before that, I never slid the car, so I don't know how easy it was to break traction, but after the tune, you know, it's pretty easy to break traction. I'm not on crazy meaty tires. I'm on 245s, 40s right now in the rear, I believe, and 235s, 40 in the front, if I'm not mistaken. So those are not too meaty tires, but they are meatier than stock. Stock, I believe, comes around all 225. So yeah, I would say it's pretty dope that I get to break traction pretty easily with that. Alright, so I will say a con is definitely the fact that I get much worse gas mileage than I used to. Before getting tuned, when I was just callus downpipe and full bolt-on, I was getting probably, give or take, 19 miles to the gallon to 21 miles to the gallon. And now I get probably between 16 to 18 miles per gallon. And I was getting 315 on a high end of fill up and 305 on the low end. Now I get 250 from a fill up and 16.3 miles to the gallon, depending on how I'm driving, depending where I'm driving, how city, highway, all that stuff, of course, adds up. But yeah, that I will say that is probably the only con. And number two is you're putting a little more stress on your motor. But I mean, if you do your maintenance, I think you should be good, you know, God willing. You should be okay, and everything should be good with the car. You just gotta maintain, you know, do your oil changes every 3,000 miles, 5,000 miles if you really want to push it. But I'd say 3,000 miles. I got an oil change coming up soon. Let me know if you guys want me to record that. I might do it with my boy, so I might record it. We will see how we're feeling that day. But other than that, talked about power, talked about you know, what the tune actually gives you, and talked about the cons. I think other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was honestly a fun video for me to make. I made the video when I did get tuned. Go check that out. That is one of my older videos. That was a very fun video to make, getting tuned by Alpha Speed at English Touch Performance. It was a dope shop, dope guys. Appreciate them. And they rerouted my boost line for my blow-up valve, and I was getting full boost after that. So I do really appreciate them. And yeah, I really enjoyed this tune, and I think it makes the car much more enjoyable. Other than that, boys, hope you guys enjoy this one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next banger.